Hey Capricorn, it's Basil from Basil Love Tarot. How are you? This is going to be a general reading for my Capricorn friends for April 4th through the 11th. It's going to be love, work, health, whatever comes up. And because it's a general reading, it may or may not resonate with you. And if it doesn't, or you'd like a private reading with me, you can find that information description box below. I'd love to read with you. But let's see what's going to go on for my Capricorn friends. All right, my friends. So the main energy of this week looks like you've got a lot of decisions. You're really thinking things through. You could be looking at some options, especially in love. Could be a work situation. You're just kind of going, what is it that I want that really makes me happy? This is about self-love and nurturing. And I think you're really doing some deep thinking this week, Capricorn. What do you want in love? What do you want in work and in finances? What do you see? What's making you happy right now? That's going to be a big theme this week for you. It's also about you looking to the future. It's like it's one thing to do what you love, but you also, my Capricorns, you're very good at figuring out the practical sides of things. This is not just what makes your heart happy. You also have the vision of like what practically this means. If it's a career decision, you're like, yeah, what do I love to do? But what is going to, make sure I have a good career, financially stable? Like those are all the things. It's like it's not just an emotional side. It's both. It's emotional and practical. And I think that in your love life as well. This is going to be, you're really taking a look at, okay, yeah, I really love this person. I really like this person, but long term, do they really fit in? Does this really work in my life? Does this relationship, how it's structured, maybe I see them too much, maybe I don't see them enough. Do they take a lot of your time? Like, there's a lot of things, pros and cons. It's all about pros and cons this week, and about what makes Capricorn happy, going forward. I feel like maybe you're in a crossroads situation right now, and you're really going, I'm not really sure this situation is what I want, or is it? Is this what I want? If this is a love situation with this Queen of Cups, you're looking at this person going, should I commit? Maybe not. Like, I really care about them. Like, I feel like you're kind of walking this tightrope here, but in a good way. I think this is like this aha moment of you going, what is it that I really want, and what is it that really works in my life? So, because sometimes what you want doesn't always work. So what I do see is the Chariot here. This could be a twin flame, a black and white yin and yang situation. This is about you going forward with a love situation or a work situation. And again, that's what we're picking up here. Are you thinking, Capricorn, about should you move on with someone? Should you move on with this job? But what I'm feeling is you're feeling really sad about something. There's a situation that may have happened recently that's made you wonder, that made you start thinking about, well, what is it that I want? But right now, and you're only focused on what went wrong. You're not focused on what went right. So I think this is part of this really big analyzing thing this week, whether it's about work, whether it's about love. But I do see you pulling away and being distant. You may just take this time for yourself. You're not breaking off a relationship. You're not breaking off from a work situation or a career goal, but you are going to separate yourself a little bit to take this time to really understand what you want before you make any moves. All right. So at this point, I think you're looking at the cons and not the pros. And that's where you are going to be in this week here. It is a moon. This is a Cancer energy. It also could be, maybe for some of you, are you going to take a vacation? Are you going to maybe go away for the weekend, go away from work? Because the moon sometimes is, you're separate by a physical distance. So there could be someone, or you, Capricorn, who there's a physical distance between you. It could be that if with your job, maybe you could be deciding that you're just going to work remotely for a while. It could be something like that. So at the base of the deck, we have the World. This is all about one chapter ending and one starting. So I'm feeling like you're looking about, the door is open, but you're wondering whether or not you're going to go through it or you're going to shut it. All right. It's also a Taurus card. You have Taurus energy in this read. You have Cancer and you have Taurus. We do have a little bit of Leo in here as well, Capricorn. So that is what I'm feeling here. Whether it's work or love, the door is still open, right? You're a little bit distant. You're a few feet away from the door. It's open, but you're not sure whether you're going to close the door or you're going to walk through it. That's what I see this week is going to be for you. So that said, I'm going to take a look. We did see Cancer and we did see Taurus, but of all of the zodiac signs this week, who's going to be the biggest energy with Capricorn? And that's Aries. Aries is going to be your biggest energy person this week. Could be, it could either be a positive, a good influence, or it could be a little bit of drama. So just so you know, Aries of all the signs are going to be the biggest sign for you this week. Let's take a look at what your mantra, what your word is for this week. What is going to be the word for Capricorn while they're mulling through this? If you would, please like and subscribe. If you haven't, it really helps grow my channel, and I really appreciate that. Thank you. And leave me a comment. I'd love to know where you're watching from. What part of the world are you watching Basil Love Tarot? That always fascinates me, how far away you are. All right. So your word of this week is Five of Swords. It's about loss. I think when you're analyzing the situation about walking through that door, what would you lose if you walked away, Capricorn? What would you walk away? Like I said, it looks like right now you're focused more on the cons and things that went wrong. What did you lose? Is that a deal breaker? If you left this job, if you left this person or this situation, what was the loss? And maybe that is the key here to understanding what it is that you want. So that's your word. Focus on what would you lose, and if you lost it, how would that affect your situation going forward if you move through the door or not? Okay? So, my friends, I will see you again next Sunday. Thank you so much.